Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to yet again another fantastic indie creator interview. It's your Cape Crusader Cody, and we're keeping it geekly. With our returning guest, Sean Wood, we're here to break down Hospice, Scaled Key, and everything in between. Sean, it's been a little bit since you've been on the show, man. How you been? What have you been up to since you last been on?
Yeah, like we were talking backstage. Yeah, just doing more comics. As more as I can do on Kickstarter with this campaign, the more I can keep on doing the other books that I plan throughout the next year
Mm-hmm.
and beyond. So that's what I'm trying to do when I'm not outside of the regular day job. I'm always doing comics.
Oops, hold on one second. We're just trying to. There we go. So tell us a little bit about Hospice. We were talking backstage, but I really wanted to kind of save a lot of that juice for when we went live with the show. So give us a little bit about what the Hospice world is like and how this universe works.
Yeah. So the idea was from Travis Gibb. He wanted to bring other creators to bring each other up on Kickstarter, have different audiences see their books, and continue on with building their audiences as well. And so the idea with Hospice is there's these rising sun hospices around the world, and basically you can do your own thing with your hospice, and as long as it's somewhat around demons and horror, then you can just do whatever you want with it, as long as everybody's in communication with that season and knows what's going on. And yeah, so season one, there was David Byrne, there was Travis Gibb, and others, and they did their own thing. And now season two is out. I'm the first one of season two doing this, and mine is called The Scaled Key. It's basically a demon hunter book, and my guy ends up in one of the Rising Sun hospices at the end of the big bad battle at the end, trying to either open the door to hell or close it for good and saving humanity, kind of thing. Um,
So is this going to be like a full like comic book that we're campaigning for?
yeah, so my idea, it could be one shots or it could be that miniseries started from the
Mm-hmm.
hospice. So my idea, this is my third series. It's going to be 3 issues altogether, and this is going to be the only. And then when I do episode 2 and 3, that'll be from the pages of Hospice,
Mm-hmm.
and so it'll be outside of the season. So once all 6 creators of season 2 comes out, there'll be a trade for all of these that are involved inside of Hospice, and then after that, I'll go on and continue on my story. But I think all the other ones are all one shots.
So
So.
how are these worlds going to be intertwined, or is there going to be any sort of like appearance from other worlds within these comics, or is it just kind of the idea is to have your own separate world and put it all together in a book?
Yeah, so separate worlds, you could do it, like have intertwined things, but so far through season one and season two, as far as I know, no one's done that. But it's just more of a way to build each other's communities and audiences and have everybody be seen outside their normal Kickstarter campaign guys. So.
So who is the creative team that you're working with on this issue?
Yep. So Rodrigo Kedrock, my colorist and my artist, and also the main cover artist. And his stuff I found from one of my other artists. He was saying he does some colorist work with him, and it just looks fantastic. He has a very Sean Gordon Murphy
Mm-hmm.
vibe to him, and I just had to see if I could work with him. And his stuff is insane. He's very fast paced. Right or drawing and everything, and also very fast-paced action sequences, very stylized, and just very cool character designs as well.
That is awesome. So is the idea of the Hospice series, each creator's kind of going to campaign their own book, and then you're looking to create them or collect them all in like a trade paperback?
Yep. Yeah. So season one did that. They all, I think it was 2 years ago. Once they all did their own campaigns and they all printed them and shipped them to the backers, then they did a trade as well, and then compiled them all together. And they're gonna do the same thing with this. This year, it's gonna be mine, and I think 2 other ones are gonna be by the end of the year,
Mm-hmm.
doing their campaigns, and then the rest of them will be going through next year, and then there'll be a trade as well.
Do you happen to know what the other books are going to be like, or is it just going to be similar in demon nature and then yet to be revealed?
Yeah, so some of them are based in the past. So there's, I know one of them is going to be coming out soon from Jonathan Hedrick.
Hmm.
He is going to have his where an older man is reminiscing of a time frame, in the past, and it's going to be a horror story. And then I know another one's going to be about a hero in like the golden age type of thing
Yeah,
with demons, kind of sorcery and kind of Doctor Strange kind of feel to it.
that's cool. Yeah.
So yeah, so everybody has their own feel, um, and yeah, and we're all in a chat together, so we're all seeing each other's pages and
Hmm.
discussing, and as they're moving along. Yeah.
That's cool, man. And that has to feel, I mean, it's like an anthology, but a little bit larger than an anthology, right? Like where each story kind of gets its own moment to shine. So that has to be so cool to see each page as it's coming in and see these stories as they're created. Have you always kind of had this script, in the chamber ready to load, or is this something you kind of came up with on the spot just for Hospice?
Yeah, so I've always liked these kind of characters. I've
Hmm.
always enjoyed these stories, whether it's video games, whether it's movies, shows, whatever. But even when I started out with The Fog Within, I thought that's all I had was the Fog Within series, and I didn't know what I was going to do it after that. But then I did the Recon of the Little One just because Travis actually told me, hey, I need to do something else. So I thought of that idea, and that just popped in my mind and just kept on going with it. And now that's going to be 4 issues. And then this same thing, he was just saying, hey, Hospice season 2 is open. I was actually a backer of season 1, and it's just wild to be able to see if I can be a part of season 2. And now
Yeah.
I'm the first one out live. And yeah, I just had the idea, hey, this would work really well in this universe. I love the cocky kind of punk kind of characters,
Hmm.
like Devil May Cry, like Dante. He's actually a huge inspiration for this book. Hence, his last name is Redgrave. It's kind of like his little side like name in the stories.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just had this idea and I just went with it. It's actually my birthday gift to myself was I took the day off and I wrote this entire story, at least the outline, on my birthday, just at a coffee shop. And I just couldn't stop writing it. And yeah, we did all the art. We didn't plan on going live this year actually, but I got the artist in June, and then he went off to the races with his pages, and it was so far along. I was like, I have to do it now. I don't want to wait until next year. So
Well, let's go ahead. Let's pop up the campaign. I know there are some of the interiors over there that we can take a look at. So
yeah.
let's go ahead, pop it up, and see what all the hype is about. Any nerves being the first one to go on live with the campaign?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because now all the pressure's on me for the rest of the season to do well. So if mine does well, then you can keep on the trend with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, everybody's helping me out. They're sharing it out. They're doing updates. We're doing update swaps. A couple of us are live at the same time right now with other campaigns. And then as this progresses too, whether mine's already out to print or not, if they're live with their campaigns, I'll be updating everybody on my my updates and on my Substack of, hey, these guys are coming out. This is the link. Here's the stories and pages. And one thing too that we try to do of camaraderie feel is all my digital add-ons for the indie creators. Every 25 backers, you get one of our books, or actually two of our books.
Oh, that's cool.
So just so you have a feel of, hey, this is how this writer does his stories. This
Mm-hmm.
is what's coming along. This will be out, in the future. So
So we are looking at Hospice the Scale Key, a supernatural horror comic. Redgrave, as a hunter, controls demons that he conquers while trying to close the gateway to hell with his dragon-scaled arm as the key. And such a visually striking image. I mean, this dude looks badass. You have the spiked, shoulder pads. Of course, the slick-backed gray hair. This arm looks pretty beastly.
right.
Give us a little bit about this character. What can readers expect when they pick up this issue?
Yeah, so the elevator pitch is it's Devil May Cry meets Hellboy with a Pokemon-like twist. That's the easiest way to describe it. That intrigues people. So I've already talked about the Devil May Cry part. Hellboy is, kind of the hell fighting the demons kind of feel, but also
Hmm.
the arm. I've always loved Hellboy's arm and everything. And then the Pokemon part is the interesting part of it. That every time, so basically how it starts, his family, the Redgraves, they're always generational demon hunters. He starts out young. He's in hell in the middle of a battle with
Hmm.
his father. He's being trained, and the portal from hell to earth is starting to close. And so his father saves him by pushing him through the door. His arm is sliced off, which is shows on one of the pages on the campaign. And basically, he is now spliced with that portal. He lost his arm. He's still trying to fight on Earth these demons, even though he doesn't have his father to teach him the ropes. And he realizes every time that he stops one of the demons, this scale starts to grow back, and now he has control of each of the demons that he has fought. So that's kind of showing that they're roped in on that cover
Hmm.
on the main page. And yeah, so that's the Pokemon part of it. Is he controls all these different demons in different ways. He can control them one at a time. I kind of introduce them a little bit here and there. They can do their own thing with him still in control, and just craziness ensues as further along as the story goes.
And I mean, it looks like there are some crazy demons that he's controlling as well. Which one was your favorite to kind of come up with?
So the one kind of further up to the right with the wings.
Hmm.
My inspiration for that one was more of like a Scyther from Pokemon,
Yeah.
kind of feel. And I just always loved that look.
Hmm.
I could never afford him in the original games because he was so expensive in the jackpots or whatever,
Yeah.
casinos and stuff. But yeah, so I thought that was cool, and just I had him come up with some of them on his own. I said, the feel of what I was looking for, and he just came up with some wild designs too. So
That is really cool. And I'm curious too about his look. I mean, is this like a scar or like some sort of family mark on across his face?
yeah, so if you can see on the demons as well, a lot of them have that same mark,
Mm-hmm.
and basically that's the people that have access to the gateways. So the splinters that are left, portals from hell to earth. So if you don't have that mark, you're not the reason why you're on either side. Someone else got you there, kind of thing. So that
I
he
got you.
has that his whole family has that marking because they have access to hell back and forth typically. So I wanted to have a different kind of design. I didn't want to just have like a regular scar or like
Mm-hmm.
something that defined him. So that came up with that idea for the demons and for him, and that might kind of play into it a little bit more too in the future. That he's not just he looks human, but he's not just human.
Yeah. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I love that. And I mean, it looks like he has a pretty badass weapon right here. Are we gonna see him like wielding different types of weapons, or is this kind of like his signature one?
So that is his signature one. But further down on the campaign, I do have, I think it's page 6. It shows like his wall of battle attire.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and it shows all these kind of crazy weapons. And so he uses all these different kinds ones, but that's his favorite. And I kind of use it as like Captain America shield. He can bounce off things. He can slice and dice. He can do all kinds of interesting things with it. I wanted to have a signature weapon that wasn't like your regular sword, and I came up with that. The closest thing that I've really found is I think Xena Warrior Princess. She basically has that kind of weapon. It didn't do that on purpose, but that's the closest thing that I've come to see that somewhere else.
Now tell me a little bit. You said each like book in this season's gonna have its own like hospice like world.
Yeah, yeah. So
So.
the Rising Sun Hospice, they're all over the world. They either take over, they help the old and the weak, or they
Mhm.
also control the evil and that kind of thing. And yeah, so later in the issue, I don't have too many of that, too much of that showing on the campaign page. But where the battle ends, they're basically trying to make their own doorway. So as he's trying to build his key with his scaled arm,
Hmm.
and try to build that, they're trying to suck the life out of everyone in this Rising Sun Hospice and try to make their own doorway, and he has to stop them. And that's how the final battle goes.
That is so cool. And so what is a hospice in this universe?
Yeah, so Hospice, takes care of the old, the sick, the weak, the ones that are dying. A hospital kind of setting.
These preview pages are gorgeous. What was your I mean, did you have a similar collaborative process with the artists on this one as the last campaign, or did you kind of change up any sort of your writing process?
Yeah, so this the same thing. I've done that same thing with all three of my teams. And then if there's something that they have suggestions on, of course, I'm willing to listen, because whatever we can collaborate on together is going to make the book better.
Hmm.
And he had plenty of suggestions, especially when we were doing the character design, because it was hard trying to figure out the color scheme. I didn't want to do too much of a Dante look, but I still wanted that feel. So we eventually got to that point, and as soon as we got there, it clicked, and I love the character. Just
Yeah.
Alistair Redgrave. He's a crazy, awesome looking character, that everything that I aspire that I would love to be in real life that I am not.
A dragon arm would be pretty badass to have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm loving this paneling, and how insane this guy looks too. Like this little smirk right here, like Jesus Christ, this guy looks like a badass.
Yep. Yeah, you don't want to see him when he's angry, which you will see in the comic, but
So what type of foes is he fight? Is it just gonna be kind of like these like demons, or are there gonna be other like larger type foes that he can expect to fight?
yep. So the third cover, or the cover, I guess they considered it cover D, that guy.
Yeah.
That is the main bad in this issue. He is not the main bad in the miniseries, but he
Mm-hmm.
is the one that he has to take on at the hospice. So in some way, you find out he controls all these other demons. You don't know why or how until later in the issue. But yeah, his name is Legion. I'll just say that.
Ooh. Ooh, I
But yeah,
love that.
he's a pretty cool character, and I have the character design further down in the campaign to show what he looks like in full as well.
So
'Cause
what's the? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, because I don't want to show too much of the entire book. I wish I could just show everything on the campaign page, just because everything is so pretty.
What's
But
the significance of like dragons and hell in this story? I mean, the arm's made of dragon scale, so I gotta ask.
yeah, I just thought it was a cool idea, honestly. So there's not much more to that right now, but further along, I'll explain more of the scale as well, though.
No, I love it though. I mean, dragons and demons. You couldn't ask for more like badass story, honestly.
Yeah, fire, brimstone, yeah, all that kind of stuff.
And he has a really awesome, array of weapons right here. I love like the little golden hammer and the different types of swords and the axe, even the handguns too. I mean, are we gonna see him wielding these handguns at any point? That'd be like such an awesome tribute, I feel.
Yeah, yeah, at some point, not in this issue, but yeah, there are plans for pretty much everything. Because of course, the further the story goes along, the more it has to build to more craziness. So that's part of the plan, though. Yeah.
And this is an awesome little page as well too. What is this arm capable of? Without spoiling, I guess, too much.
Yeah, so with controlling the demons, he'll control it in different ways. Like
Hmm.
this is, for instance, he's being held down on the page before, and this is how he gets out of the situation. The demons thought that they stopped him, and they're going to control him, and he tells them otherwise in an explosive way. And I just love how that page turned out. So that just shows more of the demons. So he's not just gonna just control them one at a time with their
Hmm.
different abilities, but he can also just throw them at everybody too, however he feels like. It's kind of like a leash. Is how they're all intertwined in the scaled key in his arm. They're kind of leashed, and they can go as far as they need to, or as close as they need to as well.
And the scaled key is in a really interesting title. How'd you end up coming up with it?
Yeah, I mean, I loved the dragon arm first, and then I was gonna actually call it the scaled door, but the scaled key just made way much more sense just for what he is. It
Mhm.
brings up him, not what he's trying to get to. And yeah, I'm just trying to come with a catchy title, and I think I succeeded.
This guy is awesome as well. Give us a little bit about. I mean, are you able to, or is that kind of spoiler territory?
Yeah, I mean, he's like a Goliath kind of character. I was
Hmm.
thinking like a kind of juggernaut of X-Men. Actually, I called him for a while, and in the script when I was writing it, I was calling him Juggernaut. He's kind of got that feel, kind of you can't stop me,
Yeah, yeah.
kind of feel. He's way bigger than Redgrave for sure, so he can definitely overpower and just toss him around if he feels like it.
Is
Uh,
this kind of like smoke coming off him?
yeah, kind of like brimstone, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
And you guys are almost done with the issue too. That's always nice to see too. Usually sometimes when you come on Kickstarter, the book's not even kind of started. So the fact that you guys are so far along, when can backers expect this in their mailbox after the campaign funds?
Yep. So January is the planned time frame. So far on all my campaigns, I've tried to say like a month further than what I expect, and then if I can get it out earlier, then I do. I typically have, and I plan to do the same thing here. So I'm hoping December, but it could be January. You just never know what's going to happen. But yeah, we're almost done with all the colors, and as soon as we finish the campaign and the funds come to me, then I'll be going to the letterer to finalize the last like 15 pages or so that I haven't done yet
Hmm.
of the lettering, and then we'll go straight to print after that.
So we have some awesome bundles here. We're gonna pick out some of our favorite rewards. The featured one, of course, is going to be the Creator Bundle Physical for $70. Catch up on, excuse me, catch up on the all. Catch up on all the comics in a physical form. Recon the Little One, The Fog Within issues 1 through 4, and Hospice the Scale Key, plus all 8 stickers made so far. You can select which cover in the survey. Awesome bang for your buck there to get involved in the whole discography of this collection. How many pages would you say are spread out across those books?
96 pages for issues 1 through 4 of The Fog Within, and 24 pages of Recon of the Little One, and 20 pages for the Hospice book. So whatever that math is, I probably should know that.
It's a lot of math to be mathing, of course. So if you want a big bang for your buck, hit that bundle up. Of course, you can also hit up the Hospice, the Scaled Key Digital for $5. A digital deluxe for 10. What's going to be included in the digital deluxe?
Yeah, so I always do digital deluxe. It shows some concepts, shows some inks, some colors, some layouts, and just explaining of why I came up with this page, and what I was thinking about inspiration wise, or what we changed during the process, and just always talk a little bit about a couple of the key pages and how it turned out.
We also have a Cover A Physical Hospice Trade Dress for $12. You can get the Cover B for $12. And then the C for $15. Awesome price on that, as well as that Cover D for $15 too. So I love the variants aren't too much more than the actual Cover A and B themselves. You can get Scaled Key plus Hospice Volume 1 digital for $20. So this will be the first season.
Yeah. Yep.
So
So they gave us access to the first season in digital and physical forms, and yeah. So if anybody didn't see the first season, now they want to go back and see all of it, then they can.
we have a Creator Bundle digital right here for $20. I am loving all these prices on the digital and physicals as well, and of a hollow foil as well for Cover B, $30. So I bet that green looks phenomenal in that foil.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we have some other ones here too. You can get B and D metal cards, $45. An indie creator advertising tier. So go ahead and give us the lowdown on this one.
Yeah, so I've done that the last 2 campaigns. Basically, if anybody has another comic to put out there that they want other eyes to see, then you get the book, and you also can do a half a page. Either you can make your own advertisement for it, and then it'll be in the back of the book, or I can help you with it. And those are 2 of the ones that I've done in the past. And yeah, I've done it a couple of times, and it's turned out nice. And I've also done it for other creators as well for their advertiser tiers, and it's just a nice way to just cross promote everything.
We have our good friend Rostar dropping in on Twitch. Drive by pledge the 15 goes back to the shadow. Thanks you for stopping by, Rostar. I hope you're having a fantastic night. We also have the all-in tier for 65 bucks. It looks like you get some awesome merch with this one.
Yeah, yeah. So you got the metal book cover or bookmark. You got the standee. The standee is cut out of the main cover, and it turned out really well. I actually have those not here with me right this second, but I already made those. The scaled key logo sticker. You got the metal trading card, and you got the T-shirt. And I actually already made the T-shirt. I'm already wearing the T-shirt. And
Oh, hold on one second. Let's go ahead. We can probably give you. Yep. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Sick, yeah.
Yeah. Turned out really well. It took a lot to edit all the background out, but it's totally worth it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then, of course, we have the epic retailer bundle. So any retailers out there, hit this bundle up for 80 bucks. You get 12 copies of any cover for retails. You'll just get asked in the survey how many of each cover you want. So
yeah,
awesome prices there. Phenomenal rewards. I absolutely love to see it. So how are you feeling about this series? I mean, for anyone that is on the fence about backing, what would you like to say to them to kind of help push them over that hump?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, like I said before, it's like a Sean Gordon Murphy kind of style to the whole book.
Mm-hmm.
Every page is more insane than the last. There's actually two double page spreads in this book just because his art style just demanded it. And I will say that some of the inspiration for this, like I said before, but also for Something's Killing the Children. There's a couple of things that I thought of because I love that series. There's factions that he actually is helping. There's a group called Unity, and I don't go too much into detail in this issue about that, but there is mention of it. It'll play into the next issues. But also one of the double page spreads is basically homage of one of my favorite pages from Something That's Killing the Children. So
that's so cool.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. And like I said, it was a gift to me for my birthday, and I couldn't have a better birthday gift making comics.
Hell yeah! Happy belated birthday as well. For anyone out there, if you want to make up to our friend here, back the campaign. That's the easiest way to say happy birthday. Sorry I missed it. Feel free to share if you can't back, of course. The link is right there in chat and in the description if you're watching this after it's been aired. So Sean, for anyone out there looking to start a new series, looking to branch out from something they've originally been working on and just dip their toes in maybe something new, what would be your biggest piece of advice for them to kind of help them along the way?
Yeah, so I mean, the way that I would start everything is just try to bring inspiration of what you love. The best way to make any kind of comics or writing of any kind is what would you want to read, what would you want to look at, and just draw inspiration of all your loves and try to see how it mixes. I mean, a big trial and error kind of thing is just like looking around the room. It's sometimes a joke, like making up names of a stapler or something in the room, but you see like all the nerd stuff that you like, and like how can I splice this together and make something new, and something comes to life. And that's kind of how this started. Was what do I like, what am I not writing right now that's different, that I can draw inspiration from, and then just watching or reading comics and just trying to draw inspiration from the things like that and how to make it your own.
That is awesome. We have our good friend DRhino419 over on YouTube stopping in to say, what's good? Welcome to the stream. I hope your night's been fantastic as well. So, Sean, what have you been up to outside of creating? Any new TV series you've been dropping in? Any books you've been reading? What have you been up to on the other side of the screen?
Yeah, so right now, comic-wise, I'm trying to get into Revival. So I've been reading it in the past, like when it first came out, but now they have the show on Sci-Fi. So I wanted to get back into the whole series. So I started reading that and all the trades. And then yeah, just everything comics, just everything that comes out new, image wise, Dark Horse wise, trying to read and draw inspiration from on that. Show wise, Alien Earth, that has been insane. I think now they've finished the season, so I'm gonna go back and watch all of them. But I watched the first couple, and that was awesome to see because I love the Alien universe. Um, Trying to think movie wise, I'm excited about the same kind of genre, but Predator coming out
Yeah.
with Badlands, that looks insane. I really have high hopes for that. And yeah, as soon as the campaign's done, I'm gonna be going to the movies once a week because there's a couple movies that are coming out that I need to catch up on. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we've been
then,
checking out Peacemaker 2.
yeah,
We
oh
just
yeah,
finished that one. That was crazy. And then Gen 5
nice.
season 2. So
Yeah, Peacemaker. I just watched. So I watched the first season when it came out, a year ago or whatever. But
mhm.
the kids were all gone on last Thursday, which was the season finale for Peacemaker. So I did the entire season on Thursday, and it was amazing. It was a great way to spend my time alone.
Dude, and
Watching the
it's
whole thing.
it's insane too because John Cena, like, he really like displays so many different raw emotions, and it's believable. And
Yeah.
I loved it. It was insane.
Oh yeah, yeah. Season 2 is definitely better. I wish the ending, like the tail ending, was slightly different. But other than that, it was
Yes,
like a perfect season, I
they
thought.
left a pretty big plot hole on
Yeah,
unresolved.
yeah. Which again,
So
they draw you in for the season 3. That's the idea behind it.
it
But
it's not happening now.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So
heartbreaking.
everyone watching, right here is the link for the last time. Help me shut up by backing it today. If you can't, put this on Twitter, Facebook, wherever you can. Word of mouth is 100% free. It will cost you nothing to do. Thank you all for swinging by. I hope you all have a fantastic night. But most importantly, guys, keep it geekly.